is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, diction medicine specialist. Ron Jeremy in the studio tonight. Ron is the porn star that wouldn't go away.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
board certified over here, and here's the guy that won't go away.
Well, here's what I mean is
He doesn't have the best sense of that.
And I got a lot of praise to heap
I don't
on
know.
Ron.
I wouldn't want them to go away.
By the way, no, I don't want. I've been a fan for many years. But you did think, well, you hear, he gets a little publicity, makes a little noise, but he's not going to, and no staying power. But I guess that's what you need as a porn star.
He's got nothing but staying power.
He has
in every sense of the word.
Staying power. Yeah, and how can you argue with a guy who's been in the business as long as Ron has? But I'll tell you a couple things. First off, I need the movie Spank Me, F Me. I don't know how many times we have to go over this.
I can't find that one.
Now, you don't even know what it is.
My friend Moss bought you a whole bunch of movies.
I got the Taboo series, which is fantastic.
I've not witnessed these yet.
But I've been looking for Spank Me, F Me.
I'll have Moss find this. My friend will find Spank Me, F Me.
You're in there with Minka.
I could find that. I'll get that one.
She's the #1 Asian big boob queen.
She's huge. Their boobs are the size of our head. She's huge. Yeah.
That's right.
I'll find that for you.
Now, Drew, wasn't I saying how much I love this Surreal Life the other night and possibly the night before?
And that Ron was a sort of the
spellbound.
Yeah.
The brains of the operation over there. My God, the losers that are in that house.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Oh, they're crazy. Tracy Bingham. Holy Christ.
That's one good-looking girl, isn't she?
Good looking, but the brain is pure evil. She's a devil
as you
woman.
see, as more episodes come along, we have 6 episodes, and you'll see that people soften. There's a lot of controversy, but fun endings when we get along. It's the making up that's the best part. We go to a nudist camp.
Yeah, that's...
We go to a diner next episode where we all work at a diner, and Gary Coleman is our boss.
The guy that seems... Drew, hold on. We'll get to Taboo 2 in just 1 second. The guy that seems the most level-headed, other than you, is probably Eric Estrada.
Sure, he's a father, has kids,
Is it that sort of male thing where you stop producing testosterone? You got, you're like us. You're waiting to die.
Oh, gosh.
You don't want to get hassled along the way. But the estrogen production goes up. The testosterone
waiting
goes
to
down.
die. Last time I was on the show, we discussed colonoscopies. Remember?
I had one about 2 weeks ago.
Well, congratulations. How'd you do?
It went fine.
I had a sample. I was fine, too. But it's not quite as thorough.
I had a polyp.
Oh, you had a polyp?
Sample negative.
Dr. Drew had a polyp. So that means that if you had not gotten it done,
that's right,
could have been a problem.
Could have been trouble.
Wow.
And the stool sample.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Drew had a polyp.
But I'm walking the walk.
That's good to know. I had a sample, which is not quite as good.
I'm telling you, I had a sample was negative.
Oh, I see.
At the exam, it was
What's
positive.
a sample? What's a sample?
Fish your stool out of the toilet.
Oh, really? Kind of like Hickory
He
Farms,
did it when he was doing a prostate check.
Right, that's what he did.
All right, well, the Surreal...
What a topic this is.
Surreal Life, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. Best show that WB has. I watched it last Sunday, I should say. I was captivated. I came in buzzing about it. And everyone's good. Vanilla Ice is good. Tracy Bingham is fantastic. She's such a coos on this show. Trishelle is good from the Real World, and... who am I missing?
Tracy Bingham, of course, from Baywatch, and of course, our star, Tammy Faye.
Oh, Tammy Faye, yeah.
But he just called Tracy Bingham.
Coos.
Yeah. It's a bizarre group of people, and crazy things happen. We deal with the community. We give our brownies to the community. We go to a nudist camp.
It's only 2 weeks.
Put on a play for children.
You're only there for 2 weeks.
We're there for 12 days. No phones, no computers, no TV. We have to interact. We also had 2 pets, a parakeet and my pet tortoise named Cherry.
Now, when he says pet tortoise, he means that's when he pulls his scrotum up over his penis and dances around the house.
That was one of my jokes. The place was designed to look like Austin Powers. It was Glenn Campbell's old mansion. And they made it very Austin Powers-y. So I bought a turtle to poke his head out. Some people got that, some people didn't. But it really is a pet tortoise, though, that's for sure.
Are you allowed to have those? Don't they carry hepatitis?
No. So you worry about the thing called...
Arizona Hinshawi.
Yeah.
No, it's called...
Salmonella.
Salmonella.
Yeah,
but
they also...
in some states, you can't even own a turtle.
Yeah.
But
that's the little ones. That's the little...
Yeah, but what is the thing with them?
That's why you don't see those anymore. The little ones you had when we were kids?
Yeah.
Salmonella.
I don't get it. What is it they can carry? Some kind of diseases?
Bacteria.
Well, they just say if you just wash your hands before you eat, you're fine.
Basically.
All right. Let's keep moving forward. Anyway,
Enough of the infectious diarrhea talk.
Surreal Life, excellent show Sunday nights on WB. I will. Are you going to the nudist camp?
We go to the nudist camp. You'll see which of us gets nude, which of us don't, who's bottomless, who's topless.
I bet Ron's
Tammy Faye gets
last to drop
upset.
drow.
Tammy,
yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you're saying that. We were playing volleyball. Vince Neil was there with his girlfriend. She was the first one to pull her top off. You show nudity, you win points. It's a nude volleyball game. Now, I said it's too typical. The adult film actor takes his clothes off. I said, I'll make you all a deal. If anyone in this cast takes off their clothes, I'll go second.
Right.
Smart, huh?
Who stepped up?
You'll see.
Oh, yes.
But it's funny as Tammy Faye got very upset.
All right.
I said, Tammy, didn't the Lord say we're all, we're born this way? Where's that something in the Bible against nudity? And she was very upset about the whole thing, and she really was upset.
Well, it's surprising when you find out these televangelists are actually religious people. Like you think, it's like thinking Chuck Connors is actually the gunman or the rifleman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or
Right.
Mannix or
She's
something.
actually a
like
very,
you're
very,
surprised.
very nice lady. The majority of her audience, she does a one-woman show. She travels around the country in Canada, singing and doing a comedy act and preaching the Jesus. And the majority of her audience is gay. 99% of her audience is gay. Look at the audience; it's all gay.
They love camp.
And the church is not too crazy about gays either. They're not allowed to go to heaven if they're gay.
The
Supposedly,
gays aren't there for entertainment; they're there for camp value.
Well, that could be it. But her audience is gay.
All right. So's ours. You ready to go, Drew? All right, Ron is here. Please find me the spank me, F me, and don't make me beg.
All right.
It's going to get horrible.
We can't have that happen. And by the way, you said it was on Channel 5, KTLA, of course.
I
The
told
show, yeah.
what?
Here in Los
I
Angeles.
said the WB. didn't
Yes,
I?
that's Channel 5 here in Los Angeles.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about Los Angeles. Listen,
You're talking to people all over the country.
let me tell
Hey.
you. Let me tell you something. I opened a Hustler about 5 years ago. I read the review to Spank Me F Me. It has Minka and Kayla Cleavage in it.
You've been trying to find it ever since.
Ron starring. It wasn't real flattering. It was like the women are handling these big jugs. Ron Jeremy's handling a sizable gut of his own. I mean, and not a flattering.
Not to mention the schmeckle.
Not a flattering.
But you had to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to see it, and I thought to myself, where do you find this thing? I don't know where to find this movie. And then I thought, you know what? I'll just call my local adult video store, and I'll rent it.
It's hard to find.
And I called them, and I said, yeah. And you get real serious when you're talking about pornography. Excuse me. Yes, I'm looking for an adult title.
I'll get it.
I'd like to, it's called Spank Me, F Me. And I actually said F.
And they
because
go,
I
who
didn't-
thought up that creative title? They wanted to know.
and the guy was like, huh? And I said, Spank Me, F me. And he said, what? And I just came out and said, Spank Me. I
Right.
said the entire word, and he hung up. And I immediately got angry.
It's hard to find.
Why are you calling it this? So I can humiliate myself
I
at the
think I
video
can
store
find
and then
it.
get hung up on? Just call it, call it, Ron meets Minka or something.
Ron meets
And give
gigantic
us-
boobies.
Yeah, give us just a modicum of dignity when we try to find this thing.
The
We
guy
have to
was
get
wrong.
hung up on? I mean, do you want to work the F word right into the goddamn title? It's how you going to move
It's wrong.
this thing?
I didn't title it, by the way.
Thank you.
I think it's a Metro film because they have a compilation. I think I can get a hold of it through Metro Interactive.
Speaking of working in a title,
Oh, yeah.
we got to talk about Cabin Fever.
We do?
Yeah, we're going to be doing this for the next 4 nights. Ron, just hang on for 1 second here. Tonight, just like last night, everyone over 18 and over will get a free DVD of the movie Cabin Fever. Apparently, it's quite interesting with lots of backstage kinds of interviews and that sort of thing. It'll be available on DVD starting January 20th for those of you that have to go out and purchase it, not those of you who win it. And those who win will be, this is the cool part of the whole thing, automatically entered into a drawing to win a trip for 4 to Whistler.
Yeah.
Airfare, cabin, lift
Right.
tickets,
How
everything
about
included.
those losers send over a couple of copies, by the way?
Yeah, Lauren,
Do you have any of those copies?
No,
here?
we don't have any of the copies.
we want to see Cabin Fever.
You guys want to laugh?
What?
My face is in that movie.
Really?
Good. I'll tell you why. The bad guy, who played by James DeBello, who was in Detroit Rock City, he wears a Ron Jeremy T-shirt for about one half the movie.
Oh, really?
I got so many. I'm not lying. I got so many phone calls about Cabin Fever. It's Lionsgate produced it. And I had executives at Lionsgate telling me that you were all over this movie.
You know what I like
Because
about
my
Ron?
name and my face is on
Did
there.
they
I
ask
swear
you
to God.
about it? They
I
don't
gave
do-
him the T-shirt on Detroit Rock City.
I'm saying they don't want you to ask for money for the.
No, of course not.
You know what I like about Ron? He may be a haggard porn star, but he's a Jew first. You know what I mean? He's dropping
Haggard?
names. No, I mean...
Oh, listen,
but I
why
mean,
would discuss colonoscopies with him?
Seasoned porn veteran, but he's a Jew first. You know, he knows Lionsgate. He knows the producers. He's got everyone. He's dropping everyone's name. He's networking. You see what I'm saying?
Well, not a lot of films have my face on a T-shirt. You know, it's kind of exciting. You know.
I would reckon, and by the way, what a great time it is to be Ron Jeremy,
Yeah, I'm just
living in
thinking
these Sodom and Gomorrah-esque, judgment-free environment. where-
Oh God.
Well, but here's what I'm saying. To take this in the
Context which it's
spirit,
explained,
in the
yeah.
spirit in which
I
which
respect
it's
that.
intended, which is some years ago, and not so many years ago, a guy like Ron Jeremy would be living on the sort of fringes of society. I mean, you'd be making a living, you'd be making a decent living, you'd have your circle and stuff, but you'd probably not be welcome into
A lot of circles.
mainstream.
Yeah.
Mainstream
I couldn't go to a
society.
wedding. They're afraid I'd put something in the punch bowl. I understand.
Right. And now, where people just have bigger fish to fry than castigating porn stars.
Right.
I mean, we're thinking about
Terrorists.
catching terrorists, and this
Mad cow disease.
Everything under that, right? It's SARS. Everything in China, Korea. Everything
AIDS
under
is
that
the
just
number-
turns into sort of entertainment, and a guy like Ron just becomes a sort of friendly mascot for the porn industry, and he's woven his way quite seamlessly into the mainstream fabric of America.
I'm ready to cry right now and salute the flag.
Thank you. All right, just use your hand.
It scares me. It scares me when he says salute.
Can we join hands and sing "We Are the World," guys?
Andrea,
Hi.
you're 20.
Yeah.
What's up?
I had the flu last week, and they put me on Vicodin because, like, my whole body hurts, so they just put me on Vicodin.
Yeah. Did they do that?
Yeah,
they do that now.
or codeine. Yeah, the flu can be so painful. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
And
After I was done with the medicine, I'm, like, totally emotional, like,
oh, you're withdrawing from it. How long were you on it for?
for a week, I guess.
I thought you were going to allude to being emotional while on it. I have some patients who put on opiates like that and they start sobbing and they feel dysphoric and horrible. But
Maybe that's how they really feel.
Well,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
off of
And the
it
medication
now.
has just opened them up to that.
thank you, Mr. 1974.
Think about it,
Yeah,
dude.
my head will explode. No, it's a biological alteration, their mood function, but also withdrawal can be. And do you crave the drug?
No, I was only on it for, a week, and
No, I understand, but
Well,
some
do you
people
want
can
it or
get-
not?
Yeah, do you think about it a
No.
lot? Do you wish you had it back? Anything like
no.
that? Okay, so you're just having some residual effects. That will go away in about 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And what about the wisdom of putting people on Vicodin when people fall in love with it in a very short period
It's
of
a
time?
really interesting question. The first thing you learn in medical school is how to take pain away. It's very satisfying. And you want to, and stopping suffering is sort of one of the things you're trying to do as being a physician, and opiates do that. But it's very difficult
I know we're
to
talking about a
judge.
20-year-old chick with the flu
Yeah.
here. You
No,
know,
I'm
aren't
with
you
you,
supposed to
because
drink some tea and eat some top ramen and sort of gut
That's
it
right.
out
And
for a few days?
If she had the genetic setup for an addiction, it could have started that ball rolling.
And what about just in general, without getting too philosophical, Ron, you can weigh in here, which is, in general, telling everybody, don't worry, here's a pill, it'll go away. Your suffering, your pain. I mean, the sort of tests historically that if life puts in front of you are all gonna go away.
Not a good thing necessarily.
Yeah. A 20-year-old gets the flu, 20-year-old should suck it up for a few days.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Are
generally
you hearing an echo in your head, by
a
the
little
way?
bit? Yeah, I think it's. Sounds like
That's a sign of the flu.
The echo? Oh, you guys aren't hearing it.
Is it still prevalent right now in America right this moment?
it's coming down.
Epidemic,
fast.
epidemic's dropping now.
Yeah, substantially.
Good.
The flu.
Particularly out here in Southern California, we had it. Boy, it was bad. It was
So it's
before
eased up a little
Christmas.
bit. That's
Yeah,
good
quite
to
a
know.
bit, Quite a bit.
Ashley,
Yeah.
you're 17?
Yes.
What's up?
I lost my virginity probably about a month ago. And just recently, probably about a week and a half ago, I've been, I shaved down there, but also, I broke out, little bumps. Now, down, more. It's kind of like a rash almost.
Yeah, but you don't think it's from the shaving?
No, because, the bumps from that, I know what those are like, so.
So are these
if I,
blisters?
cut myself or something.
Are these blisters?
No.
Do they hurt?
It's irritation. No, it's just irritation. They don't
Hard to
hurt,
know what
like,
that is. It may just be some more folliculitis, which is what you're describing before from the shaving, or it could be a real sexually transmitted disease.
How long does it take? Let's say, God forbid, it was like herpes or something.
So
how long does it take after contact with a person?
A sort of an unknown, although
Really?
some people will be very dogmatic about it and say it has, first there's a week of when the virus is building up, and then you get a flu-like syndrome, and then your glands swell up in the inguinal area, and then you get this painful outbreak within 10 days or so. I have seen people that swear it was the day before.
What do you mean the day before? They got it.
So the next day?
The next day they get.
But how
some
about
kind of
warts?
outbreak.
How about
warts can be anything. It's usually weeks and weeks for that, but it can be years and years for that too.
So warts, if someone got something a week later, chances are it would not be warts.
No, warts. It's just a skin tag.
Oh, is it papilloma?
Yeah, people don't notice those. They're not sores or anything. They're not like rashes.
They say everyone has papilloma supposedly, but it only comes out.
Adam doesn't like to believe that, but yes.
Well, I won $100 off one of the cheapest men in America, which is Dr. Drew, or Dr. Jew, as I like to call him, because I had nothing on my penis. How dare you, and thank you.
He had some suspicious lesions. But
so the good news for this girl is
I wouldn't have got a nickel out of you if there was anything even close to suspicious. How dare you?
So the good news for this girl is it probably is nothing serious.
Yeah, but what I was trying to tell her is that I can't tell what she's describing over the radio. They don't know how to describe rash.
Doc has to see it.
Somebody's got to look at it while she has the rash. That's what's important. You understand? People think, well, this will go away. If it goes away, you've lost the opportunity to figure out what it was. Because most
won't a blood test show herpes?
No, it's not really effective. It really is.
Jesus, Ron, you of all people.
Yeah, the blood tests are.
I'm fine.
They overdiagnose.
I know, but you should be a doctor.
They overdiagnose. What do you mean?
They're not good screening tests. They're really not. They have to be in a setting of high suspicion to really be accurate.
They have to actually investigate a bump.
It has to really look like it.
Is it true that they say about 65 to 70% of sexually active people probably have it, don't even know it?
Herpes? That's the people
no,
that...
he's talking about warts.
Well, warts for sure.
Herpes first.
But herpes, that kind of data circulates out there based on these blood tests you're talking about.
Right.
The reality is it's probably more like around 10%.
Wow.
Or less.
So these people getting pimples, getting all panicky.
I know.
Ron, you can get laid, finally. It's safe.
God. I kept saying, it's only a cold sore, honey.
It's safe for you to head out.
I haven't tested it, I'm fine, but it was a blood test.
Well, let's talk about this for just 1 second. First off, I got a question for Ron. And isn't Ron, what a great position to be in. He's been in the
missionary or doggy position.
He's been in the industry for 30 years.
26 years.
Wow.
26 years. And obviously for women, it's 18 to 23 and then a new crop. I mean, I know some last a little longer.
Many, many years longer.
Okay, but the turnover, what I mean is there's a new fresh crop waiting around each corner. Ron, becomes more seasoned and more distinguished, and the new women keep rolling in. It's like his balls are like the sack of Dorian Gray. You know,
I'm going to hurl.
Balls never get old.
I'm going to throw up.
It should be a great movie. His balls are they've been in the industry for 70 years, but now here's another 18-year-old.
Playing at a theater near you. Ron Jeremy's ball sack. Yeah, that's nice.
All right, so let me ask you this now. The trends change. The women, they shave. There's piercings. There's tattoos.
Right, that's correct.
What do you like?
I like more natural, the better.
So
I'm a big fan of natural.
Whatever was emblazoned in his head when he was 15, that's what he still likes.
It's funny. It's true. I've asked guys that question.
Yeah.
If you like large or small breasts, and most guys whose mom was large like them large. Those whose moms are small, and they don't think about the parent naturally, but I hope not. But I actually do find the similarity. I like natural. I'm just a big fan. Although then again, who am I to talk? If the girl's got a pulse, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ron. It's only nailed.
If she's breathing and
chicks.
If she breathes and says yes, I'm fine. Well, no, I'm kidding.
Well, here's the thing too. I guess what we're asking is I personally like the women of yore in porn.
That's his.
The hairier.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying.
A little more natural looking.
More of a hippie attitude. More of a free love.
I still think that's what harkens back to what your first impression of a woman was when puberty came on. It just leaves an imprint on your head.
That's what we're talking about. When you were in high school and looking at those women in Playboy from the 60s
or looking at Gilligan's Island or Beverly Hillbillies.
That's your idea of hot.
You're absolutely right,
dude. He likes Mrs. Howell. That's weird.
Wrong one.
Now now
Jethro.
Now when you see the crazy piercings and the tats and everything, it's women look a little sharp edged now, and it's scares.
Which is why Playboy tries to hire women who are from the the good old days. If you look, Playboy doesn't like to hire tattoos or piercings and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
You ever noticed that?
Yeah,
They like them big boobies, of course, but
even they are doing more like belly piercings and shaving downstairs and stuff, and they're sort of a couple notches behind the time. But
it takes energy to do those things.
But the market is so
speaks of energy.
Yeah,
and then you ask, what is that energy? Where's it coming from? What does it smack of? It's all aggression.
Yeah,
the market is so saturated right now. You can get anything for any tastes. Like, you can get a whole line of videos about women who are hairy. They have a whole series like that for girls who look like they did in the old days. Non-tattooed, tattooed. I mean, I'm not joking. There's something for any taste.
But life is so short.
Listen, you flick through the back of these magazines, they got the chicks with the penises hanging off.
Anything you want. The company I work for, Metro, has all kinds of varieties. You like them black and white, white and black, dwosomes, threesomes, gang, whatever you want.
Has anybody studied what people go after?
Yes. They have computers in every video store across America, and you'd be amazed. I'll tell you, want to be shocked?
Yeah.
This will knock your socks off. The majority of video stores around the country, the majority of tapes that leave the store are generally heterosexual. When they check the peep show booths to see what the majority of people are looking at, transsexual and gay and bi. Which means a lot of the same guys who come in there to rent an adult tape for him and the wife at home will sneak into a peep show and see a gay or bisexual tape.
No.
Doesn't want the wife to know about it.
Different guy.
No.
Now, new guy.
Oh, but it's the same clientele.
Guy heading to the peep show looking at the gay stuff is gay, and he's just here's the thing about the gay.
No, but isn't it interesting?
When you're
the
gay,
majority of peep show sales are gay and bi. Majority of rentals are heterosexual.
Not the same guy.
So he leaves the store with a heterosexual.
No.
Right, but maybe
different
guys. Yeah,
different.
I don't know. A lot of people.
And by the way, the gay male that is looking at a peep show maybe try to hide his homosexuality.
That's true too.
Taking stuff home.
He's had it right.
Let me say this.
Weird.
When you're gay, the world is your basement. You F and jack off everywhere. Gay guys
really
trail a semen everywhere.
It's not the opinion of the sponsors, folks. Here at K-Rock.
Adam
hiking trails.
Gay envy. See.
Gay guys got no trouble peeling one off at a spa. They got no trouble peeling. Oh, you go to one of these.
Peeling one off.
They peel one off everywhere.
Like it's a banana.
That's why all the peep show stuff is gay. These are gay guys are just leaving they're like Zorro. They're leaving that mark everywhere. That's what they do. That's their thing.
Whatever you say. I'm interested in this preference thing that they have to have so many different kinds of things. Whether people study, and what makes those preferences. They should just.
It would be a doctoral dissertation on sociology. It's incredible,
right? I mean, what creates those preferences?
There's foot fetishes. There's B&D. There's S&M.
That would say so much.
There's even a smoking tape. Girls who smoke cigarettes while they're performing fellatio, and that sells.
So much about the human motivational system.
You're right.
Is so much.
You're right.
All right, but let me just say a couple quick things.
That's interesting.
The weird one. Drew, shut up. The weird one is the bug squashing one. That's a good weird one.
They prosecuted those people. That's disgusting. They started with bugs. And they did like rodents. Yeah. Suppose even little baby cats.
They moved into midgets.
They were prosecuted heavily. People wanted to firebomb their house. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to buy those things.
Somebody wanted.
Yes, that's very scary.
Forget the fact that they.
All right, but
we're going to hell in a handbasket, Dr. Drew. Someone bought those tapes.
That's another thing. See, Ron just doing his boring old straight porn.
That's exactly right.
He's
old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's your.
Yeah, I meet a pretty girl. I play hide the bacon. I sleep till Christmas.
Model T.
That's your grandpa's porn.
I burp, roll over, and watch HBO. That's my life.
He doesn't pee on anybody. He doesn't squash any potato bugs with his ball sack. He doesn't do anything.
Well, if you ask. But no, really.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, we got to go to break, but let me just say one more thing about those preference things. You're looking through Penthouse, every third picture, someone getting peed on. And I think to myself, really, is there a majority of people that want to see people getting urinated on?
It's a kink. They're trying to stretch the boundary.
No, wait a minute. But they want to sell magazines, so really it must sell magazines. And you talked to Larry Flynn about this. You don't remember this?
Yeah, I do.
And he said that
he doesn't remember it, but I do.
Yeah, he ran a series of pictures, and he never had such a response.
Big response.
So he started putting them in. Magazine sales went up.
All right, that's right. Pictures of
women urinating on men, basically.
Yeah.
What about the? No,
it's different.
No, they're urinating on each other too.
However, the magazines are now suffering really bad because Penthouse is almost out of business.
Why?
2 reasons. 1, internet. And 2, Maxim, Stuff, Details, Detour, FHM are kicking their rear ends. You know what's really weird? Because people would rather see J-Lo or Britney Spears or some famous girl in a skimpy clothes like a bathing suit than see a model nude.
Yeah.
Or even see hardcore.
Yeah. You know,
the Maxim is kicking their rear ends.
Different guy at a different time.
Now,
of
Larry
day.
Flint was smart. He's now gotten into satellite. He's got into videos and DVDs. So he's actually going on to other things because he knows there's a problem. Penthouse is almost finished.
No, I'll tell you.
Playboy still is holding
I'll tell
on.
you what it is. It's when things get stretched a little too far, we snap back. It's like the yuppie phase. No. I meant
That's true.
The preppy phase. People were holes in their jeans, hair down to here,
Right.
Wearing haggard, the total hippie rock and roll thing. What came off of that? Preppy. Short haircuts, wearing the Izod shirts and the slacks and the penny loafers. When stuff goes too far, eventually snaps back and then it starts heading back again.
Yeah.
So we've now snapped back. Well, we got to take a break, but let me say one more goddamn thing. I was looking through one of these magazines, it's like Stuff Magazine, or they have ones that are a little more aggressive, and it's basically nude chicks. Every other page is suicide bombers that have blown themselves up. So it's
really?
like human body parts strewn around the Tel Aviv marketplace, and then nude chicks.
They're not nude. And Max on that stuff, they're not nude.
Topless, whatever.
No, they're not. No, they're it's very skimpy, right?
I'm talking about the slightly more aggressive ones, like Loaded or something like that.
It's almost, but not quite
Don't
topless.
argue with me, Ron. I'll shut your goddamn mic off. Point is this. I understand the cars and the nude chicks. What's the part about the, guy got his head blown off and then the nude chick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's weird.
All right. Can't
Teach him to fantasize.
Cannot jack to that. All right, listen, Ron. You focus on getting me, spank me, F me. I'm going to the bathroom. And when I come back,
Well, thanks for sharing.
I expect it'll be sitting here. Okay?
What you do in the bathroom is sitting there?
No.
Oh,
When
the
I come
the
back,
tape. Okay, I
spank
gotcha.
me, F me.
Gotcha.
Ron Jeremy here from a little show called The Surreal Life on the WB Sunday night. And listen, I'm not just saying this. Excellent show. Watch it, and if you don't believe me, I'll give you your money back. We'll be back after this. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Jeremy and his legendary penis is in the studio tonight.
Oh, I'm here. The penis is parking the car outside.
Oh, really? Drew? Put your big toe up there and find out. Ron is here. Ron is on The Surreal Life, which is on the WB Sunday nights, 9 o'clock. I watched all of last season religiously. And
You liked it last year, too?
Yeah.
I do.
And it was great. And I watched the first episode of this season, and it was spectacular. They've upped the ante, and it's just it's a great show. I don't know what else to say about it.
We're very happy that it was also a hit. We're very excited about that. It was
Interesting.
It was the number one time for any time slot, 9 to 10 on a Sunday. It was Warner Brothers' most successful show.
Huh.
Yeah. Now, Ron's got to hold his ears for 1 second because Jimmy Kimmel, I told you, about a year ago, maybe it was about a year and a half ago, we were sitting around and Jimmy said, I got a great idea for a TV show.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. It's called Has Been House. Now, your name didn't come up, but
I wouldn't care if it did.
But he said, we're going to get celebrities. We're going to get like Gary Coleman, and we're going to get Punch, and we're going to get all these guys, and we're going to put them all together in the same house, and then we're going to torture them. We'll devise things. We'll do this. We'll get them going at it. And everyone's like, oh, that's great. And we made a few phone calls, and it's like, yeah, they were just getting started on Surreal Life. It hadn't aired yet or anything, but it aired maybe a few months later, and they'd already begun the process. So, and by the way, just we'll move on to the calls, but next time you accuse somebody of ripping off your idea, you got to really think about it. A, you came up with it, so how great could it be? And then B, there's only a certain amount of decent ideas out there. I was sitting there when Jimmy came up with this. We hashed it out. It was the exact same show. We hadn't heard anything of it.
People, you're in the same sort of socio-historical context, and
Sure.
so people are going to think of the same.
You would have had a problem.
Yeah.
Because you would have had a problem, seriously, with your show, because if you're going to torture the celebrities, they're not going to stay.
Well,
they'd walk. You couldn't offer them enough for the money. No one did it for the money. America Strong has a Rolls Royce. I mean, everyone's got money. But if you're going to torture them, they're not going to do it. None of us would have done a Survivor.
Vanilla Ice doesn't have money. Does he have money?
Yeah, he does.
Really?
Yeah, that was what? How many times platinum? That's
Remember, he
song
had
go?
a leopard or an ocelot or something at the zoo.
So if you're saying torturing celebrities, doing fun events is what we do. And sometimes it's uncomfortable and weird. But if you're going to really torture them like in
Tammy
Survivor.
Faye. You've already told us you tortured her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
okay.
pretty, she went through a pretty rough time, yeah.
No, that's what I mean by torture. I
right, yeah.
don't mean put them on a rack. Lily? Although,
I'd go for that.
I want to set up the Surreal House Clinic.
yeah.
Just
You counsel them.
Yeah, it's just the
Lily.
the fallout.
Yeah.
What's happening, baby doll? You're 23.
Yeah, Adam, I want to say I love you. You're hilarious.
Thanks, Lily.
You were like the highlight of my night.
Thanks.
Okay. My question is, first I have to explain why I didn't experiment with this new toy that I got for 6 months. My husband's in the Army. And I decided as like a little surprise come home for him was that I was going to get my clit pierced. It's something that he's wanted me to do for a long time. So I had it for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
He came home, and I finally got to try it out. And my question for Dr. Drew is, like, my sensitivity is gone. Like, I thought it was, like, supposed to heighten your orgasms. Sure, whatever. I don't have them.
Was it the clit or the hood over the clit?
It was the clit.
Whoa. I mean, the actual clit itself.
Well, no, I guess not. It's where that they typically pierce it at. So.
It's up above.
I've seen some girls actually get the actual clit pierced. I actually saw them twice. I wanted to cry. You know?
I would think that would feel bad all the time. Uncomfortable all the time, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen.
Well, Lily, you're putting a foreign body into an organ, basically. A part of your body is
I took it out, and I still, I took it out because I couldn't feel anything, and I thought maybe it was just the ring, and I took it out, and I still, my sensitivity is gone, and I was wondering if maybe they might, something might have happened when they pierced me, or...
Well, yes, a foreign body entered
they put a hole in your clit. That's what happened.
If they had taken the clit off, would you be surprised if something happened? The point being, though, you can damage the nerves and whatnot, and they grow back, oftentimes, hopefully. So there should be some restitution of function within about a year.
This is a public service announcement right now.
Yeah, look.
This is.
First off, I can't believe that it increases sensitivity. Now, maybe it doesn't increase sensitivity, but it feels better because there's a little ball jingling on your cooch 24/7. I don't think that makes it more sensitive. That just means, look, if I just walked behind you with my hand between your legs and diddled your clit, you'd be a little more, you'd have a sensation down there.
Especially you, because she likes you.
Yeah,
so you got a shot there.
and I do that move where I lick my hand. That's a signature thing. But let me say this. Here's what I was thinking about. I don't know. I was thinking of an analogy when she was talking. Everyone's talking about getting their clit pierced, which is, it's like your clit, it's like your vagina, you got a Porsche down there. Now, someone is saying, let's hook a nitrous bottle up to it. We can squeeze out another 100 horsepower.
Right.
Yeah, you might, but you can blow the engine too, void the warranty, screw the whole thing up. Meanwhile, you got a Porsche.
Yeah.
Just enjoy.
That's right.
Go out and drive.
Absolutely true.
Yeah, but it's like, but there's something out there that could make it even better. Yeah, but you could blow the engine up.
Think it would motivate someone to do that to a car. It's about the same thing as with the clitoris.
Yes.
You need more thrill, more arousal.
We have a famous expression which is called, don't fix what ain't broken.
That's right.
Can you say it in Yiddish?
As long as your body's working, I wish I could. If it works, just fine. If you're enjoying sex.
I swore he was going to say something Yiddish, right? Old saying.
All I know is gay kaken af en yam en wish time tachas met the chavalias.
See, I knew he had it in him.
It means go take a dump in the ocean and wipe your rear end with the waves. My grandmother used to say that.
I love that.
I want to hear it again. One more time.
Gay kaken af en yam en wish time tachas met the chavalias. I might have said it wrong. I don't know.
Oh, Yiddish. I love that. Yiddish is great. I love the,
it's close to German. It's almost German.
I love the
taking a cockin.
I like mayor, head
mixture
on the ground like an onion.
When the Jews used to curse, they tell you an entire story.
Yeah.
In America, it's just like F you, but in they curse in German, may your daughter marry a bad guy or something. They give you a whole speech.
There was one, one of my old uncles say, your teeth should fall out and hair should grow up in its place.
I know. By the time you curse, the guy's already left. You know what I mean?
It's bad, too, when the person is laughing halfway through the curse. And then the other thing, too, about the Jews that's screwy is the good stuff. Even the good stuff sounds bad. Like, this guy's a mensch. Mensch sounds like a horrible guy. Mensch is a good thing. It should sound better than mensch. Everything sounds crappy.
But funny.
Yeah, but funny. Funniest language in the world. All right. And then there are some good screwy ones, like my grandpa spoke Hungarian, and that's a good wacky, that's a wacky novelty, ladka from Taxi kind of language.
I knew this gay guy who was giving his parents some really, really good news. He was Jewish, homosexual, and he told his parents they call it naches and tzuris. Naches is happiness, tzuris is sadness. Because I have some very bad news. Well, to you anyway, I'm gay. Parents goes, what's the good news? He's a nice Jewish doctor.
I said naches. Doesn't sound great, does it? I got naches.
That's my Yiddish for today.
Can we get that drained? Or sit down.
It all sounds like food, though.
It all sounds like food, but like I said, you got to do better than mensch when you're talking about a good guy. Stephanie?
Hey.
Drew, come up. I'm telling you, there's 5 other ones you can't tell that you don't know what's good and what's bad with the
Oh,
gist.
sure.
Well, we'll work on it during the break. Go ahead, Stephanie.
How good? Here's one, Stephanie. Verga Hargit.
Is that good or bad?
Right.
Okay.
It's drop dead.
Oh, see, that's
Look at Hebrew.
Sounds like,
the
thank
word
you very
in
much.
Hebrew called shalom. They say, well, it means hello and goodbye. Which one is it? Well, if they leave after you said it, it was goodbye.
Aloha.
Right. Same thing, right?
Go ahead, Stephanie.
I wanted to first ask you guys, why are you coming to Stanford next week? Because I live right by there, and I wanted to come see you guys. And what are you going to do there?
We're going to do LoveLine, basically.
Yeah, we're going to give
really?
a live talk there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
can,
we're going. Listen, we're going to be in Stanford. We're going to be on campus, and that's going to be
Like 8 o'clock. It's some big theater there. Big
Wednesday?
Auditorium Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Anyone can come watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, there may be tickets. They may be free. We don't know.
Tell your friends.
All right, I'm definitely. Me and my friends are going to be there.
Say hi to us.
Yeah. And I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Like lately, over the past year or two, I've been my self-esteem has just been kind of dropping. Like, I just don't feel confident as much as I used to, and I'm always putting myself down, and I feel like everyone's better than me, kind of, and it's almost to the point where I felt lately that maybe I need to sleep guys with them in order to get their attention, and I don't know why my self-esteem is getting so bad.
You know, Stephanie, that's an interesting description you give us, because people that have sort of seriously low self-esteem usually feel that way all the time and have always sort of felt that way, or can't remember a time when they've really felt good about themselves. The fact
but
that
it's just kind of been getting worse and worse.
No, I hear that. And the worthlessness, are you having trouble sleeping?
No, luckily not.
Are you eating
I
normally?
can sleep well.
Are you eating normally?
Yeah, I eat normally.
Do you feel like crying all the time?
Pretty often, yeah.
Do you feel like life is giving you surus?
Because, or not.
How about the parents? Do the parents?
Well,
do
but
the parents encourage her?
Do you want to say "feh" to help?
But what she's describing is depression, and depression eventually will affect thinking, and worthlessness is sometimes a symptom of depression.
Are parents partially responsible for this, or they make a person feel like when parents put the child down sometimes?
Of course, parents figure in everything that's going on with an adolescent, but I think, Stephanie, you really need to get this about your grades dropping too.
Actually, my grades aren't that bad, but it's just because I got really lucky with my really easy classes. But I managed to get a 3.0.
But you're having trouble. You're having trouble keeping your grades up.
I usually get around the 3.0.
Just say it's dropping, so Drew can be right.
How about socializing? How's your socializing with friends?
I haven't I'm pretty social. I can make friends pretty easily, but lately I haven't really felt like going up to people as much as I usually do.
Do your parents put you down?
Ron, leave her parents alone.
I'm curious.
My dad was in Russia, and I haven't seen him for 12 years because my parents got divorced, and I live with my mom and my aunt, my grandma, but they're good to me.
Are you irritable a lot of the time?
Excuse me?
Are you irritable a lot?
What do you mean?
Do you get angry easily and get
I kind of do, actually.
Yeah. These are all symptoms of depression, Stephanie. It might be simple enough as having your depression treated. This all could go away because the thinking and the negativity, it may just be all the function of the biological state you're in from the depression. So you need to go back, find a doctor, talk to someone about your depressive symptoms, and get that treated. The whole thing may reverse with proper treatment.
All right, let me say this, and we'll see you at Stanford on Wednesday?
Yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. I was just thinking about this. When you're older, it's this way too. But especially when you're in your teens, doesn't always seem like you're heading one direction or the other. Either you're building on your successes, you're becoming confident. You've just had a couple of sexual conquests. You've made the varsity basketball team or cheerleading team, or your girlfriend dumped you, your boyfriend dumped you. You got a D in history. It's just weird. If you took a look at your life, it wouldn't be bars. It'd be a flowing river. That would sort of be like a graph that was heading up and heading down, and it wouldn't be sharp either. It'd be curved up and curved down. Maybe everyone does that their whole life.
No, I think part of having what you strive to as an adult is create stability. So
I know, but even that never works. And even from day to day,
yes, of course.
Good days, bad days.
Yeah, that's life.
Well, there isn't an uphill without a downhill. That's just a fact, right?
There's got to be Yiddish saying for this.
No, you guys are really getting me good on this Yiddish thing. They know there's a Jew in the room.
We're going to take Drew's half Jew. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll
take his top half.
We're gonna come up with our Yiddish words and Hebrew words, and then we're gonna try to figure out if they're good or bad. I tell you cannot tell by the sound of the word. You see what I'm saying?
Is it sometimes nice to get out of depression with this girl on the phone to look forward to something that's happening in the future that's really exciting?
Well, and as Adam says, long walks, exercise, eat right, classical music. But it sounds like she's
look forward to Stanford.
But she's got in such a negative state that she might need some help with that. But
all right,
she'll also make it through it pretty easily.
All right.
3.0 is not bad either.
Let me see. I'll try to say this in Yiddish. A break we should take.
Yes, we should.
We'll be back.
LoveLine.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Jeremy.
It's great to be here.
The prolific Ron Jeremy. What a career. We're talking, dozens and dozens and hundreds and thousands of porn films.
And you got a film right there, by the way, the Being Ron Jeremy one.
You got Being Ron Jeremy, which is...
Me and Andy Dick as my co-star.
Dynamite.
Funny film like Being John Malkovich with a twist.
I also got Taboo, and what is this? Is this the old? No, what is this? A new Taboo?
You got part 2, 3, and 4 there.
There's one here.
I got 2, 3, and 4.
Part 1, 2, and 3.
Well, it looks like the wrong cover for 1. 2 is fantastic, and 3 is going to be great. It's about a guy who's not only raping his mom but his sister, Drew. He's a very special man.
Is that Junior?
That's Junior.
Wow.
He's got it all.
This is the whole family here, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes, he does.
It's cool too, but we can't make films like that anymore. Those films have been off the shelf for years.
Yeah,
Tim Moss had a real hard time getting them.
Yeah, it was. I God bless him, by the way, and John from System of a Down, by the way, is a huge Taboo man. But I wish they'd release more of those older films on DVD. The soundtrack to Taboo 2. Ron, I don't know if you had any part of that, but
you heard these songs?
I play classical piano. I didn't do it on that one, though.
Second to none. Second to none, Anderson. All right.
He has it all. Yes, he does.
You remember this?
Heck no.
Come on. It's a classic.
He knows how to please.
Oh my goodness! I did this movie like 20 some odd years ago.
Come on, buddy. You know the words.
You're upset, Adam.
He can do more than you'd ever imagine and do it with style.
You know what's funny?
Does it with me.
The director, Curtis Stevens, had a son who was very heavily involved in music and had a lot of synthesizers in the house. That's why it was very good music.
Yeah.
He lived next door to the Jackson family. Swear to God.
Must have been a junkie.
No, true story. The people who directed that movie and produced it lived next door to the Jackson family. Is that funny?
He only reveals what he wants you to see and then shows it all. And when he does, he satisfies me.
Dr. Joe, can you administer some help to this
Reminds me
man
of
over
old
here?
Disney films when the music was an integral part of the production.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, old Walt stood by that.
This isn't bad, actually.
You'd want it. Oh, yeah, it is. If he only
Yes. Why are you singing it, Putz?
Yeah, later on, Putz. There's a good one. Putz bad.
That's Yiddish.
Putz is bad. Mensch is good. See? Go figure.
There you go. That's it.
All right. And later on,
Unless they say you have a big Putz, then it's okay.
12 o'clock hour, we'll be singing the Gotta Get It On. That's Gotta Get It On, Gotta Get It On. That's another good song from that movie. Oh, yeah. I know the theme.
Now, I had Lemmy from Motorhead give me a song for the John Wayne Bobbitt film called Under the Knife. Is that perfect?
Nice.
Yeah.
You got a guy like from Motorhead, and that's impressive stuff, you know.
John Wayne Bobbitt, genius, by the way.
Absolutely. He was on this show. Were you here then?
May have been. I just remember thinking, boy, this guy's semi-retarded.
He gave advice to people?
He just on the show. I'm not sure he's capable of giving advice.
I don't know if he's capable of putting a sentence together.
He's not. He goes, huh? What?
I mean, maybe, maybe it's a cross between an auctioneer and Einstein before he got his door cut off. But now,
hi, John. Huh? How are you? What? The girl's on the phone. Hello? What? Huh? He's
yeah,
funny.
I mean, he's.
I had to direct him in a movie. Imagine what I had to go
Christ.
through.
I couldn't imagine.
Well, he had sex the same way he speaks. You know, it was tough.
With
Listen,
the Franken,
disjointed. Franken penis is the second one. Ice-T makes a cameo on that, and the first one was called John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut, which has Lemmy from Motorhead and Vince Neil from Motley Crue made an appearance in those.
Let me tell you something about with the porn industry. It's sort of like it's sort of like the lint trap in the dryer, which is everyone's going to end up there if any bizarre notoriety. You know, you get your dick cut off by your old lady, and 9 months later, you're doing a porn film.
Well, hold on a minute. Metro, the company I work
Not
with.
you, though.
No, hold on. Metro Interactive has had people like Snoop Dogg in their films, as has Hustlers had them, as well as Digital Underground, Money B, Cletus. They've had a lot of major rappers.
Yeah, that's true.
They're getting some major performers. See, you know what it is? Because demographic for rap is older. Because they still let out curse words. The rock and roll stars really cannot do porn because that's a bad demographic. Kids see rock and roll, but rap is more of an adult type of theme, because the gangsta attitude and the mofos and all the dialogue. So them doing porn is actually not so bad. They even had 50 Cent narrate and help direct a porn film. Sure. And he's the hottest recording artist in America right now.
Rachel,
there we go.
Hello?
you're 18.
That's what it sounded like.
What's up, Rachel?
Hello?
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
What's going on?
Several things. My mom is kind of crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's been through a lot of things. Like, she was molested by her brother. She was abused by her father. She was raped, like,
and what's
5
the question?
times.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Yeah, perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. And I was wondering, like, she used to physically abuse me.
Oh,
And she used to verbally abuse me.
right.
And, like, within the past year or so, it kind of stood up to her and was like, you need to stop that kind of thing.
Good.
And I was wondering how this
She's
might
crying.
affect me in the future. Or
Well,
how it might affect my sister.
Trauma is transmitted intergenerationally. If your parents been traumatized, something about that trauma gets transmitted down to you. So you get traumatized by what's happened to them. They traumatize you.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean your life is ruined. It means that you can have issues. It means it can be difficult to find relationships that are stable and intimate. But there's tons of treatment out there for these sorts of
here's
things,
how it
too.
ruins your life. It ruins your life when you don't know you have a problem. We have to take a break.
I know.
We're
I
gonna
might have
finish this.
problems.
Yeah, well, I'll just go on a positive note. We'll get back, Ron Jeremy here tonight from the Surreal Life. We'll get back and talk to Rachel a little bit more. But the thing about it is that you can end up stronger. It's like knowing you have a disability, so you work harder.
Right, you become a marathon runner because you had cancer, you overcame it, and now you're going to keep going.
Right.
Shouldn't Rachel see some
we'll talk
therapist?
We'll talk.
Yes,
we'll talk.
We'll take a quick break. Ron Jeremy here tonight, and we'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Jeremy. No. Go ahead, Ron. Ron's the one guy I don't mind filling out your crappy thing. Because Ron can write and talk, and he doesn't drift off.
And chew gum and,
Yeah, he can do anything. He can hump and chew gum.
play
at
with
the
the ball
same
sack,
time.
all that, all at one time,
Ron is
Speak Yiddish.
Ron's here from the Surreal Life, which is on the WB Sunday nights at 9 o'clock, and compelling television. I kid you not. I watched all of last season. I watched the first premiere this season. Excellent. Better than last season, if that's possible.
It's kind of like a sitcom, but we write our own dialogue.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it's good. I'm trying to think. Tracy Bingham came across as a cross between a witch and a witch.
She's gorgeous. She gets nicer too as the shows go on.
She's
you have 6 episodes.
She's gorgeous in a sort of female cross-dresser kind of way. You know what I mean? Like Drew has this theory. He thinks Pam Anderson suffers from this, which is female impersonators.
Ron, listen carefully.
No, it's funny. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
When there's a little too much makeup sometimes.
Yeah.
They're trying too hard to look female. So it looks like a guy becoming a female. I
Where
understand.
they're overstating the feminine qualities to a sort of a caricaturistic.
It's a shame
quality.
because I've seen Tracy Bingham without makeup on, and she's gorgeous that way too.
Yeah,
But that usually means something. Usually,
Yeah, I see. They try to overdo the female image sometimes.
Yeah,
it's sexualized. It's fetishizing their whole body.
But isn't that like a Hollywood thing though? In many ways.
yeah.
A
lot of neuroses there.
Yeah.
Big steaming bucket of neuroses.
Oh, she's going to kill me.
No, she's been on the show. We like her. I'm just saying.
She's been on the show.
Oh yeah, a few times.
Was she all dolled up? Just like you're talking about?
She's one of these. Look, she's one of these women who always smells good, like Ron. If you like Lavorse and Brute.
Oh, good one. High Karate.
Old Spice.
Aquavelva.
Well, listen, you're going to...
What's it cost you $5 in
you
this
put
car?
on as much cologne as Ron does, you can't go with the expensive stuff.
And I buy my shoes at Pick a Shoe. $1 for a pair of shoes, $2 if they match. You know?
Pick a shoe. Pick a shoe.
When I take a $1 bill out of my pocket, the president's going, oh, daylight. Ugh.
Maybe Ron could read it.
Yeah, Ron can. And I'm trying to think
I'd
of
love
who
to.
else on the Surreal Life drove me a little nuts. Vanilla Ice drove me nuts. He seemed like a retard. Everyone else, Ponch came across very nice. You don't like Vanilla Ice very much.
I
do you?
like them all. No, I like him.
What about when he was...
He has a lot of angst, but see, he's a rapper and he's doing heavy metal now. What musician doesn't have angst and a little hostility?
I just
look at their music. Look at Eminem's music.
I find it ironic that he's crossing out his old pictures when he was wearing exactly what everyone wore in 1990.
He was 16, 17 years old when he did that stuff.
He's dressed. Now he looks exactly like everyone looks in 2004. He doesn't see the subtle irony in that.
No, a little.
Point that out to him.
He did Madonna, by the way. He was in her book, the sex book.
Oh,
Vanilla Ice did Madonna.
He nailed Madonna?
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's in the book, her sex book. You've seen it, yeah.
Listen, I've come around on him.
Okay, let me see. Should I read this?
He's a hero.
Yeah. Should I give it some feeling?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is the Cabin Fever promotion. Mm-hmm. All callers that get on the air tonight.
Over 18. 18 and over.
All callers over 18 years of age, 18 or over, that get on the air tonight will win a DVD of the movie Cabin Fever, which features a T-shirt with Ron Jeremy's face on it. It's loaded with cast and crew commentaries and lots of special features. It will be available on DVD and video starting January 20th. You will also go into a drawing to win a trip for 4 to the ultimate ski vacation in Whistler, which will include airfare, lift tickets, and a cabin, not to be confused with Cabin Fever. Airfare, lift tickets, and a cabin.
Thank you,
An
Ron.
uninfected cabin, yes.
And this is 18 years or over.
You're a total pro.
Yeah.
Most porn stars couldn't pull that off.
Why don't we just...
they pull it off most of the time. That's the problem.
Record that, and let's just play that every time we need to say this.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
We got a pro doing the VO.
Hi, this is Ron Jeremy. Now, if you've seen Cabin Fever.
Rachel?
Hello?
All right, so poor Rachel, 18 years old. Mom was abused. Mom then abused her. You have a younger sister?
Yeah, she's 8.
How did she know about all this abuse? Did her mom tell her?
She's told me, yeah. We have a very open relationship.
Well, your mom has some strength and some qualities that allow you to create insight into what's going on with you, but it doesn't diminish, it doesn't take away the fact that the trauma will have a lasting effect on your brain development, quite literally.
All right.
And if you want to do that...
Sorry, I used to cut myself and
cut,
out.
Right. Okay. Look, I'm going to...
Well, that's
Rachel,
not good. That's
Rachel.
not good.
Hang on, no, I stopped. And I told her, and she's like, well, you might need some therapy. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll go to therapy. And I told her that, well, if I need therapy, you need therapy. And she's like,
yeah, but don't worry about her.
I'm normal.
Yeah, well, let's take care of you. Take
your
care
mom's
of you,
an idiot who was victimized.
Thank God listen, mom's supporting you getting therapy. Get therapy.
Yes.
It'll help you integrate all this into a manageable whole.
And you'll feel better.
And your mom will be your mom and let her be who she is.
Manageable whole was Ron's
and she'll feel better.
100th movie, by the way.
She'll feel better, won't
you will.
Yes, she will.
Rachel.
Yeah.
This is Adam, the genius.
Adam,
Let me give
you are the genius.
Thank you. Let me give you the keys to victory. A, don't get pregnant.
Of course not.
Because you will screw up your kid before you get fixed up.
Stay in school.
No kids.
B, stay in school. C, don't get any drugs or abuse, any kind of drugs or alcohol or anything like that.
I smoke cigarettes to release stress. So
fine.
How often?
Don't care.
Hey, Rachel, what's the weather like there in Syracuse?
The weather, it's very cold. It's like negative 25 wind chill.
They're getting hammered out there.
Yeah.
Negative 25.
It's supposed to get down to like negative 35.
Is that crazy?
Get some therapy.
Well, there goes my global warming theory.
You live in that day in and day out. The North.
Jesus, Drew.
You didn't drop being one, Jeremy.
My fault.
Never stop effing up.
Beg your pardon. Northeast is getting just hammered right now with the cold and snow.
Yeah, and here's the thing the thing is funny is we have to have novelty hot weather to rub it in their face. I mean, here's the thing. It's one thing if they're just getting brutalized out there and it's just seasonable here. Like, okay, we're in winter. Maybe it's 55 and it's overcast outside. It's hot. Drew, stop punching the mic. Just stop movement.
Solve the problem.
Don't move. That's your problem. Okay, come on. Just don't touch. Drew punches the mic nightly.
That's how he gets out his aggression. I think it's a great idea.
No, Adam thinks it's a volition.
We should all punch our microphones if it helps us be better people. How am I doing, guys?
It is volitional. It is. You do it on purpose.
To bother you.
it needs.
So who's this guy, Mike? He keeps beating up.
No, the point is it's thousands of degrees out here. It's like the surface of the sun.
Crazy.
And you know what's really funny is Gore went to New York to deliver a speech on global warming, which is could there be worse timing?
Irony.
The cab door opens, your feet are spot welded to the sidewalk because it's frozen.
What's funny is the last few winters have been overly warm. There's been very little snow on the East Coast.
Now we're compensating for that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The weather is.
I thought there was global warming going on, and it could be serious.
The idea of delivering a speech on global warming with everyone in the audience is wearing
icicles under their nose,
and mucklucks,
and the mustache is frozen,
and a muff. Yeah, and they're. I mean, it's like
it's funny.
It does. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just the timing's a little weak. That's all. All right, you ready to roll here?
Yeah.
Going to speak to Amy, who's 23. Amy,
warm climates.
San Diego. What's up, baby doll?
First of all, I want to say hi to Ron. We've met before.
Really? Where at?
Yeah. Actually, it was here. It was here at Rock 10. It was Rock 105.3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And it was peanut butter and jelly. We met before.
Yeah, but you're listening to us on 91X. I hope.
I know. Yeah, I am.
Right.
So we hung out?
We didn't really hang out. I was there for a contest.
Darn.
So, anyhow, it was a while ago. But anyway, my problem that I'm calling about. My boyfriend has a smelly penis. He's not circumcised.
Oh, boy.
Never been with that before. It was kind of a little intimidating.
Yeah.
And we've tried, we've taken a shower together, and I've, washed it or whatever to see if that would help. We've tried Gold Bond. It's not helping.
Washing.
Can you spell penile parmesan, boys and girls?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Please.
Gonad Gouda. I'm sorry.
The washing is probably less important than the drying. You got to get it, as it were, bone dry.
Okay.
Like even take out a hair dryer and handheld hair dryer and just dry it completely dry.
Okay.
And some of that smell is from the moisture, the bacteria that grow in moisture, and you got to keep the thing just pulled back and dry.
What about antifungal things, the stuff athletes put?
Yeah, but the fungus aren't the smell; it's the anaerobic bacteria.
Yeah, but a shot of that.
Plus, it's going to be going into her body eventually. Is it?
You give it a quick rinse in the sink before you drop it in. You know what I'm saying?
Does he actually have an odor right after he comes out of a shower?
They're even in the shower.
Amy?
Matter of fact, last night, yes.
Okay,
oh my goodness.
Here's the whole thing.
The problem is, it's like he wants me to go down on him, and it smells, and I'm very, very, very sensitive to smell more than most people.
Oh, boy.
That would actually work if she puts a nose pin, puts nose clips over her nose.
There is a guy.
When you go swimming in a pool, they got those little nose clips.
Might help.
What?
Yeah, well, okay, listen. Do what Drew says and do the dry thing.
Do the dry
That'll do it. Clean it off real good, and then pull the foreskin back and hit it with the blow dryer.
Really?
So it's a naturally dry.
And don't make the mistake I did. I used a hot comb attachment. That's just use the air.
That's interesting because with a circumcised schmeckle, that even if it's a little bit wet, it's never a problem. You come out of a shower and you're all dry, you're a little bit wet. There's never an odor problem.
Folds. No folds. The bacteria live in the folds.
One of what's interesting, guys, this is a true story, and you're gonna love this. That Jews got circumcised until during World War II and up till the late 40s. Then after the 40s, all Americans started getting circumcised around 1949. Christians, Jews, blacks all started getting circumcised, which means 1949 is the cutoff date. Oh, come on, folks! Tip the waitress. Have a safe drive home. But actually, that's true, though.
True.
That really is true, though. That in 1949, all Americans got circumcised.
When did Ron Jeremy become Shecky Green?
True.
When did that happen?
But that is true, though.
What was I saying to you?
Isn't it weird that also now all Americans do it before it was all
Adam
Jews?
was walking down the hall and said, Jew trumps everything. And explain what you meant by that.
Here's what I meant. Rabbi Shmuley comes in here. That's Michael Jackson's right hand.
Spiritual advisor.
Yeah, that's
before he decided he was Islam.
Basically, yeah. He's got a yarmulke and a big set of lips so he can kiss Michael's ass, right? But he's a rabbi. Okay.
A smart guy.
I mean, smart in the sense he's got a high IQ. I don't...
I know you differentiate different kinds of smarts.
He's a blowhard. Yeah. I mean, let's face it. But anyway, Rabbi Shmuley comes in here, and... Rabbi Shmuley can't stop telling jokes. Rabbi Shmuley can't stop telling long-winded stories. Rabbi Shmuley can't stop being
talking about food,
Jewish and not a rabbi. And what I'm saying is in Catholicism or Christianity, you don't expect a preacher to come up there and start with a motor mouth telling jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or to represent something that would be.
You don't. Yeah. Yes, and you don't expect a porn star. I mean, let's face it. You bring most male porn stars in here that can barely string a sentence together. They're not.
But you also couldn't tell what ethnicity or cultural background.
They're not telling hackney jokes. Yeah, here's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what could be, man of the cloth, porn star, but yet Jew trumps both of those with the bad jokes and the nonstop stories. No,
some of them are funny jokes.
Not bad jokes. Not bad jokes.
Just jokes.
Just jokes.
And the Yiddish words.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And I know this is doesn't sound as flattering as it's meant to be, but it really is. I was just walking to the bathroom and through. I said, "Jew trumps everything."
Now, your name is Corolla. So are you Italian?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Well, an Italian is simply a Jew with a job. So.
Yeah, well, Italian's kind of a stupid Jew. They're not as smart. The Jews are smarter people.
You hired Jews to run your businesses. That's all.
Yeah, well, we know who shows up and gets the work done. Erica, I mean, not the manual stuff, but the calculations. Erica?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah, hey.
What's up, baby doll?
My parents have recently been going through the feud of divorce. Mm-hmm. And I'm the only girl of 5.
Mm-hmm.
5 kids. And,
all right, and
I'm a twin.
Okay, what's up?
I have a twin brother.
You're calling from Sylmar?
Yeah.
That means your brothers are going to be criminals.
No. Actually, my oldest brother, he's in Anaheim. He's had a baby girl. Mm-hmm. My other brother, he's in San Jose right now, and he married the daughter of a drummer from some Mexican band.
Mm-hmm. That's criminal. Yeah.
They're pretty famous, everywhere. If you, stop a Mexican and say, hey, do you know blah, 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 they'll be like, oh, my God.
Hold on.
Banda Macho?
Our engineer, Chris, is Mexican. Let me stop him. Stop that. What's the name of the band?
Los Tigres del Norte.
The Northern Tigers?
Good. Yeah. Chris Mexican, yes? Never heard of him.
Oh, no.
I just stopped a Mexican and never heard of him. Go back to doing what you were doing.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Erica, what is the question?
Well, what I want to know is I'm kind of stuck in the middle. My parents make me the messenger.
Yeah, that's not okay. You got to don't take that role. Don't let them stick you there. That's it.
Yeah, the thing is, it goes even more beyond. It's the reason my mom and my dad were married for 25 years. And throughout the whole marriage, my dad cheated on my mom with different women. And I was very close to my dad, and I do consider myself more close to him.
Yeah, but now you resent him.
But you're going to find a guy like that to be with.
But he just kind of he does stuff to hurt me, and I keep going back. And my mom, she sees that, and when there is an event that happened my freshman year. When he was cheating on her, my brother came from the Navy because right now he's in Japan. Mm-hmm. And we were all here. My mom had to work. My dad was spending Christmas with this other lady who has a kid.
And Mexican dads, they got it right.
Yeah, I know.
Mexican guys
Jewish guy couldn't get away with that.
No, this is not a typical Mexican dad.
Am I wrong? Letting a child know this is horrifying.
Yes.
A parent to cheat is one thing, but letting a kid see it is a nightmare and a horrible thing to do.
Parentalizing a child is always damaging.
Because they're damned either way. If you hold a secret, the other one will get mad that you never told me. And if you do rat the secret out, then they're going to hate you because you told on me.
Erica,
you're damned either way.
Here's what you do: you behave yourself. You keep your family together for a little while. Pay a little attention.
You never let the kids know that you're doing that. That's a horror. That's a horror.
We had 2 houses before, and we lost them because...
All right, what is the question, Eric?
Yeah, look, I don't care what the question is. Here's the deal.
Stay away from everybody.
Your dad's...
that's good advice.
No, stay away.
Here's the thing.
Go to school.
You're 16.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You're just like your brothers did. You go away somewhere. Right. You go to school. You spend your time at school. You make sure your grades are good. You have your friends you hang out with. You go to your cheerleading practice or your band practice. You come home at night. You do a little studying, and you go to bed.
And Eric, I'm going to put one more caveat in this. If you are super attracted to a guy, do not go out with him.
Yes.
Do you understand why I'm saying that? Because you are going to be super attracted because you were so close to that, and that kind of person is what you love. That's your idea of a love relationship. You're going to be super attracted to guys that will recreate your relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
Go out with guys that are a little more boring, not quite so exciting, that you can actually have real intimacy with because you've never had that because your dad's not available for it.
Yeah. And dads are
That's a tall order. That's tough.
It is tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
That takes a lot of willpower.
Yeah. Or get therapy.
You should tell your...
but if she's pretty, finding guys is not going to be a problem, so you could be that specific.
That would be a curse for her, though.
Yeah.
Because she'll all be just sort of handed over.
And listen, parents, don't share a bunch of intimate things with your kids.
None of their business. You're the
I got to tell you one thing, my parents, they were smart. My dad...
Never talked.
He never cheated. He never carried on. He didn't have a gambling problem. He didn't do anything. But he still played it safe and didn't talk to his kids. He was that good a parent.
He played it extra safe. I don't think he ever got up off the chair, did he?
He's that good a father.
Yeah.
Because somebody must have told him, don't talk to the kids.
Yeah,
Play
don't
it
walk.
safe.
You could get unstable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
something may slip.
Yeah, right. Could be
very smart. All right, let's talk to Sarah.
Yeah.
Tried to have anal sex. Ron, how'd you get into the porn business?
Well, that was a heck of a segue.
All right.
Because I did a lot of theater in New York. I quit teaching. I have a master's. I taught, then I quit to do theater.
You taught?
Job market was special ed, retarded children. A bachelor's.
Did you teach high school for a while or something?
They say that. It's a mistake on the internet. I had a BA in theater, a BA in education, taught elementary school. Then I got a master's in special ed, taught retarded kids upstate New York. Then I Catskills. Crystal Run School.
I told you.
What was it like having sex with that many kids?
Oh, that is just wrong. It was very nice, thank you. No, you're crazy. And then when I quit to do theater off Broadway, and then got my equity card, stage, and then I was approached to do porn. I did Playgirl magazine, October '78.
Now, how did you get approached? Who approached you?
Because a guy named Joe. I did a Playgirl magazine, and they asked, you want to do a movie? And I said no.
How did you get approached to do Playgirl?
I did Playgirl because I was doing a comedy show. My ex-girlfriend sent a picture of me into Playgirl magazine, a guy next door section, and they used it.
This is the male version of I never wanted to be a model. I was a tomboy.
Oh, I didn't mind. I know that she was doing
it. And somebody sent in, put my name in for a contest that I wanted.
She put it in. I thought they were going to bring me in for a layout, but they used that photo instead, the Polaroid. Mm-hmm. And they used a real name, too, which is pretty funny. That's why my grandma had to move out of the house. My dad goes, look, if you want to get in this crazy business, change your damn name. So he's my middle name, which is Jeremy. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so then I was
What is your last name?
Ron Jeremy Hyatt's full name.
Hyatt?
Yes, that's full name, yeah. So that appears on a lot of mainstream films, right? They didn't want the Jeremy name in there.
Oh, really?
Ronin and Reindeer Games.
Hyatt?
I was cut from them, but the name Hyatt appears on both credits. I was a prisoner in Reindeer Games, and I was a fishmonger in Ronin, the Robert De Niro film, yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of credits. But anyway, so what happened was, I saw how bad the job market was for actors, and a lot of directors were doing both. Like Chuck Vincent was doing both porn and mainstream. So if he liked my work, he'll put me in the mainstream film, which he did. So he put me in a film with Chris Lemmon, Jack Lemmon's son, called COD, and I got into the Screen Actors Guild, and from there I was doing both mainstream and porn.
Wow. How many? When you were working, I don't know. Are you semi-retired now?
I have a contract. I have a contract with a company called Metro Interactive, because they make the best movies. So I'm hooked up with them. Mm-hmm. So I work a lot less because they pay you to be exclusive.
Right. What do they? What do they pay you a year?
Oh, good. Well, it's a good. I don't like to discuss that because there are a lot of contract people out there.
Let me just say this: companies. Whatever it is, I'll double you to stop. I'll double whatever that price is.
Oh, that is wrong.
I'll double it to stop.
Oh, that is just wrong.
Please.
Well, a lot of what I do is representing them on the road. Right. A lot of what a contract is not having sex, but just doing dialogue scenes, or we have a line called Ron Jeremy on the Loose, where I go to different towns. And and I have young couples, put on sex scenes in a limousine or whatever.
Yeah, I saw the Viva Ron Vegas.
That was the one. Yeah,
that's nice. Who are those twins?
Are they cute?
Oh my God, Ron was
the Texas Twins.
Oh,
yeah. See, you didn't mind seeing that.
Great hot.
My clothes were off for that.
Yeah, maybe.
Once in a while, it's okay.
All right.
So then then you represent the company on the road. You go to video stores and you represent them. So that's what the contract's all about.
Is the industry bigger now than it's ever been?
Yes.
Was it bigger 10 years ago?
It's growing all the time because of the internet, because of satellite.
What do you think the industry nets a year?
They say it's an $8 billion business.
$8 billion.
$8 billion. $4 billion is on rentals of DVDs and VHSs.
Wow.
$8 billion.
And that's billion.
They say it's bigger than the recording industry and bigger than the sports industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's billion.
The adult industry, that includes all adult. That's adult industry. $8 billion business. Yeah.
Wow.
The internet made it possible for the girls to get rich, too, because a lot of them now go right from themselves to a consumer. You don't need a video store. You don't need a producer, director, exhibitor, just you and the public. And if you study how to do your own web work, if you become a graphic artist like Asia Carrera did, or like a lot of the girls did, Tabitha Stevens did, Danny Ash did, but she doesn't do porn.
Right.
They have their own. They hire their own webmasters to do it themselves. Their own graphics. Mimi Miyagi does their own graphics, so they can keep all the money to themselves. And a lot of girls are becoming millionaires. You never saw that years ago.
No.
A lot of porn stars are becoming millionaires.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Jenna Jameson's 5 times over.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
5 times a million. She's,
5 millionaire.
Yeah. So a lot of girls are doing really, really well.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. I think
the
that's
internet's
$5 million
partially responsible.
That's
Yeah.
That was unheard of back in the days of Linda Lovelace. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, those
What
girls.
happened to her?
She passed away. You know?
She just died recently.
Was it a car accident or something? She had problems with her liver. I'm not sure. But you know what's weird?
Kind of car
I
accident.
hear alcoholism.
I don't know, but
What's
really,
wrong with her liver?
what's weird is that she got almost back in the biz to some extent after knocking it and insulting it for so many years. She did a layout for Hustler's Leg Show, or not some magazine called Leg Show. She did like a skimpy layout.
Linda Lovelace became like a born-again Christian and said that she was forced, like drugged and forced to do all the scenes and started thumping the Bible and then bashing the porn industry, and I think got in a car accident about a year ago.
But the weird thing is, she was bashing the porn business, with that book Ordeal and the feminists, like I think Andrea Dworkin and McKinnon had her on the road. Then she says, right before she died, that she was a Dworkin and McKinnon were kind of using her too. She was used by the feminists, and she did a layout for Leg Show, which is a skimpy magazine.
I'm remembering
Can you believe
now
that?
when that movie came out. I was in college, and my college set up a viewing of the film in a big classroom.
College? Deep Throat?
Yes, it was the Department of Psychology. It was set up. It'd been out about a year, and they said we're going to have a viewing. About 300 kids.
Of course, you want to know the psychological
people
repercussions of deep throating somebody.
Yeah, but they were viewing it like there was the Zapruder tapes or something. It's like, this is bizarre to think about that historical context.
Did you feel a rise in your Levi's?
Of course, but it was novelty. It was like, what? This and
Drew popped a boner in class. All right.
A boner back then and a polyp more recently.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. Ron Jeremy here. Porn star? Yes?
Thank you.
Jew first. Ron is here representing the Surreal Life.
A Jew. Oh, excuse me.
And we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Music, Susan, blues on Cusack.
R-O-N, that's who I be. For those that can't spell, Ron Jeremy. Been friggin' before they made ecstasy. Dennis Huff gave me the extra key, so I call up Polo. He called G. Let's go to the bunny ranch. 1, 2, 3. As soon as I step up to the door, let's get buck naked, do it on the floor with a sexy young lady that I adore. When she's exhausted, I look for more. Then in the jacuzzi, I find 4. Thank you, Daddy D. No, that's a score. American and African and 2 Jamaican. If you give it to me, girls, I'll be partaking. Just a freak of the week, there's no mistaking. See me swinging from a hammock tied to a tree, sewing hotties with the bodies all over me. I never said I was a teenage hunk, but I made a lot of dough with my tree trunk.
Way to go, B!
Way to go, R.
That was the Bunny Ranch video song. We did that for VH1. I got 3 rap songs out. One's Casablanca. One was actually a hit. Freak of the Week. Came out in 97 with DJ Polo and Ice-T.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was on Billboard. I showed it to you. Billboard chart 27 weeks. I showed it to you.
Yes, you did.
In fact, I think you guys played it once, I think.
Does where has Ron not wet his beak over the years?
As it were.
As it were.
In the ministry. I was never a rabbi.
You could easily be one. All right. We will go back to the phones. Ron Jeremy here tonight, a veteran of 1,700 adult films. Now, do you have to orgasm to count as one?
Yeah, I think you will.
You know what I'm
1,700
saying?
films. I might have done dialogue. That's just an average. I might have done 2 in some movies and maybe just done dialogue in another.
Mm-hmm.
So usually, I'd say it's no, you don't have to.
It's pretty close. Probably did orgasm 1,700 times, yeah.
Okay. Enough to lay a 2-lane rope from here to
Me
New
and Gene
York.
Simmons both told Barbara Walters, we both were on the show The View a few weeks apart. We both said between 4,000 and 5,000 women in our entire life.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, he's a rock star. He gets girls because he's a rock star. Me, there's a paycheck.
Yeah. Gene Simmons seems like a colossal a-hole, by the way.
He really is not.
He is.
He can speak very good Yiddish because I think he's born in Israel.
Wow.
He's a very, very intelligent guy, as you know, and he has a very good relationship with Shannon Tweed.
Yeah.
He preaches what I preach, that you can be non-monogamous physically and be monogamous emotionally.
Yeah. Seems like a
not everyone's cup of tea, but
he seems marginally
Dr. Drew doesn't buy this one, I don't think. I'm not going to make converts here.
All right.
People are welcome to try, but I've seen it just.
I've seen it work. I've seen swingers who live centuries. I mean, I have great relationships.
Two sex addicts. I've seen 2 sex addicts in their disease go for quite a while like that. And then,
great.
And then the S hits the fan eventually. So.
S hits the fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Ron's been riding this wave for 30 years.
No,
Don't
Ron's
crap on
fine.
it.
I'm not crapping on Ron. He's great.
Hey, but Ron,
It's
what
the lifestyle he's talking about.
What
I
about it?
understand.
What about the kids? What about
And
the
by the way, if it did
commitment?
work, I have no issue.
Of course, I understand that. I understand that.
Do you want kids?
Yes, I think I kind of want kids. Yes.
That you know about? I mean,
Well,
'cause you
the
must
standard
have several
joke is
hundreds.
no. The thing is, I have no one's ever claimed it, and this is actually very humorous if we think about it. I have the one occupation that might protect me. When someone gets well known or gets famous, someone comes out of the woodwork saying, "Look, here's your baby." They sue you for child support up to age 18. But me, picture some girl living out of the back of Kentucky Fried Chicken garbage dump, eating, there's meat on this one, eating bones, and they go, they see me on TV, think, I bet he's got money. Kids, you see that guy doing that double A backflip, sex scene? That's your forget it, we'll stay poor. Well, I figure they tell their mom, Ma, it wasn't the rabbi. The guy that fathered my child is a poor. Forget it. I'll stay poor.
How do you know?
They don't want to admit it.
Yeah, but how do you know your sperm's any good? Because
the funny thing
it's
is,
been all over the town.
I got to actually
no
check
one's
on.
pregnant.
It's funny you're saying that.
Yeah.
A cousin of mine is actually a specialist in San Francisco who works with
fertility specialist.
Right, and he said that men should check. They say when you get into your 40s,
he's going to tell us he's got the highest sperm count in San Francisco.
No, I mean, and you really can't go by hairy body or testosterone. It's a whole separate. People say, well, you're full of virility. It doesn't really mean that.
Thing,
yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I might not be able to give birth unless.
Or you haven't been tested.
No, I might need the help of modern science, where they take, they do it automatically.
Well, the good news is
you don't like that process. Huh?
No, I do, but we've sort of been
gotta be real careful, right?
Well, no, it's we've come to rest too comfortably upon it, as though it's going to work. But it has a very low probability of working. It can work.
And doctors have to be really careful to take the most active sperm. You don't want to take some loser.
Right.
I mean, because in the old days, the best one won the race.
That's right.
Now, if they're pulling a needle out and putting it into the egg, they might pick out the dumb one or the bad one. You want to take out the most active. Look at the one who's really running around like a nutcase.
Well, he's making an interesting point.
I never thought about
that. That is an interesting point, yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of rock stars and rap stars, TV stars, do it this way because they can't be in town the exact few days that their wife is fertile. So they do it this new fashioned way.
Well, that may be with artificial insemination.
That's what they're doing.
That's a turkey baster thing.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking about actually getting the sperm concentrated and picking out good
smacking
sperm.
smacking it right into the egg, yeah.
Wow. All right, so if you're going to do it that way, I mean, the way it is now, you shoot millions of sperm.
The best man wins.
Yeah,
right.
The best man wins.
This newfangled way, they're picking the best man.
But we don't know is the best man the guy that's able to penetrate the egg, or the guy that's able to make his way up to the egg, or both.
Right. Plus, you can also
you still got the guy that's going to penetrate the egg that makes it.
Yeah.
You could pick guy or girl too.
Either
that way, you can pick out if you want a guy or a girl.
Just a tip. You coming on the forehead is not the way to do it. You got to go in the vagina. Yeah,
now he tells me.
I learned that from the show.
Oh, now
I've been working in Africa. It took quite a while to get him down.
It has to go in the vagina.
Yeah, I've watched I've seen your work. It's on the ass.
No
on the
wonder.
Forehead, it's on the back. It's on the coaster.
So,
it's everywhere.
So if I placed it right, I'd have a child in every state, including the state of despair.
Placed it right.
You got to place it right. So Ron, let me tell you what Ron
now
does.
he tells. Where were you 20 years ago?
He's with these beautiful young women, but right at the end, he pulls it out. He starts talking, and pow! Next thing you know, it's all over the belly, and it's not in the vagina. I've seen it 1,000
You know the worst thing in the
times.
world. You know the worst thing in the world. When you're doing a scene with another guy and a girl, like a threesome, and the guy's always on top because maybe I'm a little larger. He takes it up first, and he winds up getting his kids on my leg, saying, "You get those guys off, or I'm going to put them through college. Get those things off my leg." It is disgusting.
Yeah, and when you're covered with as much hair as Ron is, that stuff ain't going in.
Oh
It's not
gosh!
going anywhere.
Well, that's a nice visual.
It's still
Thanks.
on you.
Well,
It
that'll
won't
sell
It
tapes.
don't come out. It's there.
Oh,
It's
that's
never
great.
coming out.
Thanks.
Peanut butter and a carpet.
Yeah. Not coming out.
I never saw Dr. Drew this glib.
All right. Yeah, Drew.
I think we could bring out the best in him. What do you think?
Well, let me explain something to Drew with the threesomes and stuff. Let me tell you something about the sperm. It is it's spin the wheel of destiny when it comes to what direction it's going to come out and what thickness, what height.
No.
This is more than he needs to know.
Here's what I'm saying. Guy, sperm coming out perfectly, all uniform. All of a sudden, one load, pow, right in the eye, just goes sailing off the side like a tracer bullet.
That can happen. It's not the guy's fault. Girls get pissed at the guy too for that.
I'm just
when
saying,
they're doing it on purpose.
When you're doing a threesome and the guy next to you is finishing first, that could be your forehead.
More conjunctiva to get the
conjunctivitis.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, pink eyes.
Yeah, enough.
Sarah?
Enough.
Sarah, that's what I say. Fair. Sarah, you're 19. What's up?
Tell me about the ocean again.
We bring out the best in
Crap in the
Dr.
ocean.
Drew.
Crap in the ocean.
Gay kaken af en yam en vishtime tachas mit That he enjoys.
Yeah.
Who doesn't enjoy that?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll tell you.
Jew.
I'll tell you, loves it. Those brain dead, coked up 19-year-olds Ron's banging the bejesus out of.
Ron, read this real
God.
quick. Just read this.
Okay, here we go.
We don't have to do it again,
Last
do we?
time, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
We
Ron.
don't. Ron's going to do it for us.
I like doing a commercial break for you guys. I feel special.
Thanks.
Cabin Fever promotion. All callers 18 years and over that get on the air tonight will win a DVD of the movie Cabin Fever, featuring a T-shirt with Ron Jeremy on it. It's James DeBello, the bad guy, wears it. That's true. Yeah. It's loaded with cast and crew commentaries, lots of special features. It'll be available on DVD and video starting January 20th. You'll also go into a drawing to win a trip for 4, not 1, not 2, 4 to the ultimate ski vacation in Whistler. Where's Whistler?
It's British Columbia. It's fantastic.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Which will include airfare, lift tickets, and the cabin, and the signed underwear by Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
You know,
That's
thinking,
right.
How many of our
18 years and over.
How many of our listeners have passports?
None.
Think about that.
Wait a minute. To go to Canada, I heard you don't always have to have
If
one.
you're flying in and out.
Yeah, no,
You're flying out
You're
now. Are
flying
you
in.
kidding?
Okay. All right, buddy. Relax over there. Thank you, Ron.
If they don't qualify for skiing, can they take a kayak trip on some river instead or something in America?
You're a total pro, Ron, by the way.
Thank you.
Sarah?
Well done.
Yes, I'm
You're
here.
19?
Yes, I am.
All right, so you tried to have anal sex.
Right.
And with 2 guys.
Not at the same time.
Right.
2
Ron,
different times.
one
Good
after
to
another.
know.
One
Leave
after
that to the
another. Yeah,
pros.
yeah.
That's right. And you couldn't relax.
I can't get it down. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong.
Get it
Why
down.
are you trying
What
so...
does she have to? How old are you?
Yeah,
I'm 19.
Why are you trying so diligently to do something you don't
The
like?
guy wants
Can't
to.
I
do.
do want
2
to.
guys.
I do want to.
But why do you want to do something that's not pleasant?
Well, because I heard it. I heard that it felt good.
Yeah, but it's not feeling good to you. That's reality. It's not feeling good.
Oh, so I mean, because I just thought that maybe I just couldn't do it right, or maybe.
Are you bored with vaginal sex?
I'm sorry.
Do you enjoy vaginal sex?
This is Ron Jeremy confused why you would continue to try this thing.
I know. I should hang up my. Okay, do you enjoy vaginal
Yes,
sex?
I do.
Then do you feel the need to experiment right now, or can you wait a few
Back to your
years?
Porsche thing again.
Yes.
This is back to the Porsche. With
Well, I
the
mean,
neck.
the guys really want to try it, or it's not that important to them?
Well, I mean, yeah, and I want to try it, and I'm not doing it just for them.
There are ways I could teach them how to do it better right now on the air, but the thing is, it's
Really?
there are tricks to it.
Well, no.
Okay, I'll tell you. First of all,
But Ron, not your forte in the movies, is it?
I do a lot of that. I've done.
You
a lot
do?
Of that. It's not my favorite thing to do, unless the girl really likes it.
Let Drew
First of all, she's 19 years old.
Let
The
Drew
more
smell your pecker, by the way, because I don't believe you.
The more you have sex, of course, the more she has normal sex, right? Like it's vaginal sex, the more her muscles are relaxed, and anal sex will be a little easier.
Oh, really?
First of all, the best position to start out in is with your elbows are on the ground, and your rear end is the highest point of gravity. It's the highest point. That way, the insides open up a little bit. And
Really?
it creates a little bit of a space. Because that way, the guy's not pushing the skin quite as much, which causes pain. So have your elbows on the ground and your rear end totally up in the air in doggy position.
You can't get your elbows on the ground.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, you mean you got to be on
yes,
your
the
knees?
girl's elbows. Yes.
Yes, knees
Oh,
and
get on
elbows.
the knees.
The guy
Knees
has
and
to know. The
forearms.
guy has to have sex with you first in the vagina. You
Why?
follow?
Why?
Because it relaxes her.
I see.
You know, and a vibrator doesn't hurt either on the clitoris. And then after you have some normal sex with the vagina,
Oh, wait,
Slow down. I can't write this fast.
while the guy's doing vaginal sex with you, honey, you still listening?
Right. Yeah.
He should try one finger first, lubricated in the rear end while he's doing the vagina. And see how you feel. If that's too painful, then stop it because if you can't take that much.
Hold
if
on
you're
a second.
okay,
Hold on a second.
you try 2
Ron.
fingers.
Hold on. Now, is that a tablespoon or a teaspoon of KY? I'm trying to write here.
Now you got your second finger.
It's a dash, Adam, a dash.
Then,
Okay.
once you handle the 2 fingers and you all stimulate, make sure you're
Generous
excited.
dash, though.
Vibrator on the clitoris, a penis in the vagina, and then if you feel that the 2 fingers are okay. And you're comfortable so far, and you're all well lubricated, and you're turned on, and you're excited.
Two
It's very
now, two.
important
One
to be
then
excited.
two.
2
One
fingers in the ass.
It's good because that's the width of a man. That's the width of a penis.
Right.
So now, if you're still turned on, remember you want to stay excited because your muscles can relax more when you're excited. If you're not enjoying it, it's a problem.
Right.
Then, if everything is going smoothly, the guy can take out his 2 fingers, take out the penis, and then put the penis in the rear end again, up and over. He has to stand up almost. So your rear end is the highest point. Remember that. So there's a little space there.
Let me see your hands.
You know. If I was saying,
defunct some of the things about hands and
hey,
penis
you're
size,
packing there, Dr. Drew. You're
You know what I'm
packing.
saying?
Yeah, but Drew, you got
Dr. Drew's got big hands. He's been hiding out. He's been hiding on all of us, folks. He's been holding back.
But
He's packing.
Drew, you got a Pine Mountain log between your legs, too. What are you talking about?
So sweetheart, have you tried this way before?
Bruce Peckard at
and remember,
airports,
a lot of girls, here's the problem. A lot of guys want to go right to there. Like, what were the problems that you faced? The guys wanted to go right to the rear end?
Well, I was probably positioning wrongly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he tried it from we were laying side by side.
That can work, but this is better because when you go with gravity, remember when you're doing doggy position, your insides are sucking down with gravity, so there's a little hole there to begin with.
You go with gravity.
So it's much easier.
Go with God.
And here's the most important thing of all: let the guy put in the very tip, and then you do the work. Let the girl, you back up to what you feel comfortable. He can't be doing the work. You have to.
Right.
So let him put his thing against the tip, and you back up into him, and that's the trick.
Okay.
And
now,
see, I've known I had to be relaxed. I just don't know
enough.
Yes, you must be relaxed.
Sarah. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah. Sarah.
Doesn't work if you're not relaxed.
I want you to
pray to Jesus.
No, I want you to. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And we're going to come back with you, and I want you to repeat what Ron told you to do, just to make sure you digested all of it. All right.
I have to
Ron, no helping.
I must leave the room.
All right, Sarah.
What?
All right,
Pray
hold
to
on.
God for salvation. That's all I can say.
You're turning religious now.
Tips for Great Anal by Ron Jeremy. Also in the Surreal Life on the WB, 9 o'clock.
And there was no anal. There was no anal on the Surreal Life.
Very little anal this season.
You'll find anal in Metro tapes.
It's the only disappointing thing about this year. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. And now more helpful anal tips.
I forgot one thing I totally forgot.
Get Sarah on there. Get Sarah.
I forgot one more thing that I didn't tell the girl. And that is that, and this is one of the hardest things a person should do, and it also helps us when we get a prostate check, right, is that she should push out.
Push out.
Because when you suck in, it'll be a lot more pain. You have to push out almost like you're going to the bathroom. That way the man's penis can fit. Now, a girl will say, but if I push out, I'm afraid I'll make a mess. But you won't, because your rear end is the highest part. You know, it's up in the air, so you won't make a mess.
I think Adam.
See, that's why whenever a girl has to go, whenever a girl feels a little uncomfortable, and a director in a porn film has her riding the guy, so you're a blithering idiot. That's the biggest way to make a mess.
Right.
You know, let the girl's rear end be the top part, and you go straight down on the girl, like up and over position.
Right.
Then, if she does push out, there won't be any mess because gravity won't allow it.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. I forgot to tell it to the girl. Push out.
Yeah, but if
while you glide on it, while you go towards
Let me explain about gravity. It can be overcome. Like, see my arm right now?
Right.
See, now I'm lifting my arm. I've just defied gravity.
Correct.
You understand? Now pretend my arm is a dookie. Ready?
That's
Pow.
hard.
Hear it? Up.
No, she's
defy
not-
gravity.
but
I can move it up. Drew,
but you
look
forgot.
at me.
If she's-
Watch this.
first of all, the
I'm going to
girls-
stand up. You ready?
Oh, we get the point.
Ready?
Oh my God, that's a miracle.
You know how I did it?
How?
I pushed.
Oh,
the
no.
girl should also be clean.
Sure.
And not push out that hard. Yeah,
I see.
What people
And besides, the guy's penis will get in the way anyway, so nothing could.
But I don't want to
dookie
use
can't go
I
anywhere.
don't want to use my joint as an S cork.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. No dookie because the penis gets in the way of the
Call
dookie.
it an S cork. Okay, now let's get back with Sarah. She wanted to have anal sex, and
Should follow all this?
Well, let's see. Now, no tip, no help. Now, Ron.
I won't say a word.
Sarah.
Yes.
All right, now let's give the big beats because Professor Ron told you how to engage in anal, and I want you to make sure that you got it all down. Go ahead.
Film at 11.
Okay. What I want to do is, like, position myself, like, up in the air. Not myself, but, and then him come up and over.
Now, what's your position?
Like doggy style.
Correct.
Yeah.
But, me being more up in the air and him coming over, and first I want to relax myself by having vaginal sex and maybe clitoral stimulation, and then that would
Good
relax.
girl.
Yeah.
Maybe a vibrator helps too.
Sure.
And maybe that would relax me some more because I'm having a hard time being relaxed. And then push out a little bit. And then let him in.
And you do the work.
All right. Now you
you forgot the finger.
Typical LoveLine
The preparation.
fashion.
You forgot the fingers.
Shouldn't bring up the most important part of it,
Well,
which is
the guys wear a rubber.
No one's dumber than
Safe
our
sex.
callers.
Because
Nobody.
Anal sex is
Nobody.
also risky. I mean, for diseases. So
Thank you.
make sure there's a rubber being used. Unless in both unless you go for AIDS tests.
Sarah,
So,
remember the whole two finger?
Every time for the Trojan, that's it.
Remember the 2-finger thing?
Yeah.
Okay, better.
it should warm you up first before the penis goes in there. You know.
She's not worrying about what the guy needs to do. So see.
I see.
Forgot about that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, condoms for that one.
Ron will not rest until every teenager in America has been sodomized.
Right.
No, I mean, it was not your cup of tea, you know, nothing. I found it fun only when the girl was, forget about porn. Before I ever got into porn, I mean, I liked it only if the girl liked it. If it was just to do it for me, I'd say, I like vaginas.
You had sex before porn?
Yeah, a little. And you look at it, thinking, oh, he couldn't have.
For free? Nobody paid you?
Some girl actually.
What an insult.
And the girl wasn't paid either. But I mean, if the girl really liked it, it was fun. If the girl didn't like it, I didn't really need it. It's a really turn on. If the girl likes it, then it's a turn on. You know, like The Bad Place, The Final Frontier. It can be nasty, but otherwise, you know.
Ron brings up a very valid point, which is guys are constantly trying to talk girls into doing stuff they don't want them to do. It's sort of like dragging them to a movie they don't want to see. Who wants to sit next to somebody with their arms crossed with a puss on for 2 hours? You know what I'm saying?
Sam Kinison had a great way of saying this. The comedian, he'd say, you know, the girl goes, you could do this, 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 but not this. That's the first thing you now want to do.
Yeah.
You know, she hadn't said anything, you know.
Absolutely. Dean?
You leave the theater mad, too, by the way.
Yes.
What's
Dean,
up?
you're 20.
We'll not let you forget it.
What's up, guys?
What's happening?
No, just sitting around touching myself right now.
Right.
Oh, stop it. What is going on?
Did that anal conversation get you going?
Oh,
no, not too much.
The girl had a sexy voice, and she repeated how to do it.
But remember, Dean, 2 fingers and lots of lube if you're going to touch yourself.
What's
beat off?
Go ahead.
No, I'm a dry man like you. Maybe a little.
What, Dean? What'd you call about, dude?
Oh, I called to talk to Adam and Ron about a little bit of rambling.
Mm-hmm.
And having a minute, you guys should have like the first XXX like rambling mini-series. It'd be great.
From yours to Warner Brothers' ears.
How does it go?
Oh, okay, this is how it starts. Adam would be his name starting off would be Nine Hard, and he was in the war, and you were his best friend, and your name would be Benjamin. And
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Right.
Adam was trapped in the war, and Ron started to get on his girl back home, and he was dead.
That's patriotic of me.
Yeah, so.
All right, I'm bored. We should never, ever talk to anyone that calls this show with any kind of idea. They're always horrible.
I like the part of me doing your girl while you're over fighting a war.
That's cool.
Imagine you're a television executive having to listen to crap.
I got to draw the line.
Honey, Adam's away in a war, so why don't you eat this while we're waiting for him to get back?
I got to draw the line with the anal, though, and my girl. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Adam's in the war right now, honey. Can you take these 2 fingers and put them someplace?
I've seen a lot of Ron's films. I haven't seen much anal. Maybe it's that I choose not to. I
did a lot in my younger days. I did a lot more when I was younger. I did a lot of Swedish erotica. Used to almost save me for some of the anal scenes. I figured I was pretty good at it, so I used to break some of them in. You know.
Right. Oh, I mean, Ron.
There really is an important technique to doing it. Plus, you know, an important thing I forgot also to say, but it's not really her concern, is that the guy doesn't have to put the whole thing in. You know, like when a girl. I mean, the guy doesn't have to. You know that, right?
Yeah. No.
If a girl, because it's a lot more uncomfortable there than other places. So the guy can just put the tip in.
Right.
It's like they used to call me just the tip, Jeremy, and just to go easy. You know, I'd say to a girl, "How big is your boyfriend?" Well, 4 inches. I'll put in 3.
Right.
Doesn't matter, you know?
Right. If he's 5, you put in 4.
Exactly.
If he's 26 inches, you put in 25. Yeah.
He didn't launch the whole thing in there. You don't have to go balls deep. It's not neat, you know?
It's a nice conversation. How big is your boyfriend's joint? Oh, it's 6 inches.
I'll put in 4.
I'll drop 4 in. What do you say?
Drop 4. It works.
Yeah. And let me confirm it with him.
And it looks good on film. It looks just as good on film. Like, look at John Holmes.
Looks better.
It looks better because you can't get the whole thing in there. It looks good on film doing that.
No, because you see some left. Otherwise, it's like we don't even know if you have a penis. You're just humping
exactly.
an ass.
There you go. Go on a break.
Okay, take a break. Dry
like
anal
that part.
rape. How big's How big's your grandfather's joint? Oh, great. Okay, so 7. I'll drop in 6.
Gosh, an abused girl. How big was your dad? I'll put in less.
Come on.
God,
your priest
that's
is what?
wrong.
4.5. I'll drop in 4. I'll take a quick break. Drew, what do you got? What should I drop in during the break?
Notice you never said how big was the rabbi? I'll put in less.
They don't do that.
They never said rabbis doing
They're
that.
too busy talking and telling bad jokes, too.
They can have a wife. Because rabbis can have wives.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I'm a Jew. All right, guys, here's the deal. You're looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Dateline. 1 call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE. Call the Dateline. Oh, yeah! Everybody now.
it's the show. I want to thank, give a lot of thanks out. First, I want to thank Ron Jeremy for coming in here tonight and telling everyone to watch this Surreal Life on the WB, 9 o'clock Sunday nights. Favorite new show. I want to thank Engineer Chris for doing a great job out here. Engineer Anderson for doing a fantabulous job back at the home base, Westwood 2, the dump. The smelly cesspool dump, as I like to call it. I want to thank Junior producer Lauren for doing a great job over here, and of course producer Ann for booking great guests like Ron and many others. All right, Drew.
I'll be away for a couple of days.
Fantastic. I look forward to you being gone.
I'm going to Deer Valley.
Enjoy.
Vacation. Nice.
And until
Brian,
next time. Oh, thank you, Brian.
Calls.
Out of sight, out of mind. Miss you, buddy. Love you. Phone screener Brian. Until next time. It's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew. Thanks, Ron. Saying mahalo.
So he's swinging from a hammock tied to a tree, selling hotties with the bodies all over me. I never said I was a teenage hunk, but I made a lot of dough with my tree trunk.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.